In the last video I recorded, I took you through the steps on how to edit your images with Camera Raw. Now I am going to open the same images that I was working with, and I'm going to proceed to show you how to edit the images with Photoshop. Camera Raw links up to Photoshop seamlessly. You can also, from Camera Raw, choose to save after you have edited there without needing to open up in Camera Raw. I am using Photoshop 2020 after the update that was just introduced in August of 2020. Here I clicked on open. The last images that I edited in Camera Raw show up here. What you see down at the bottom is an XMP sidecar file. This is where all the changes that you made in Camera Raw show up to your raw files. A raw file cannot be corrupted. You cannot permanently change a raw file. All the edits and all the changes will always be saved to an XMP sidecar file. If you wish to get rid of the changes that you made to your raw file, you could always delete these images. Otherwise, it's best not to delete them or move them around because they belong right next to your raw file. So in this case, my raw file is a 3119. So right underneath you will see an XMP 3119, and that is where all the changes are stored. So I am going to select my raw files and click open. Once your images are finished loading, you will see them down on your film strip. I'm going to go ahead and show you that the changes that I made to my images in the past video are still here. I still have used profile corrections. My tones are a lot softer in this particular image. So I'm going to go ahead and select all of my 3 images, and I will go ahead and open them in Photoshop. Once your images have finished loading, they appear on the top. I just have 3 images to work with. One of the most amazing things about working with Camera Raw is that you can toggle between Camera Raw and Photoshop. So right now we're in Photoshop. The shortcut to view your image in Camera Raw will be the Command Shift A, and your image will open up in Camera Raw. So if you need to add any more changes to your image, let's say in curves, you want to make your image a little redder, I could do that. I could make it less blue as well in the blue channel by going up. So once you have finished doing that and everything is to your liking, you go ahead and you click open, and then it slings you back into Photoshop with the changes that you just applied. So it's important to remember that when you're printing or when you're working on an image to be printed, that what you see on the screen is not what you will see on a print, because computer monitors also or often show a wider range of colors and luminance values than a printer can create. So one of the few rules of a good color print is that you have a memory of what the scene looked like, and also how you consider slight changes in terms of color and contrast that will enhance the feeling of the picture. But with practice and with training, your eye will start to pick up on the colors that appear on your monitor, and when you go to see a print that comes out of a printer, you learn how to adjust. If you happen to be working with a setup where your computer monitor is calibrated to the printer, that makes it a lot easier for you to match the color of the monitor to the color of the print.